50-cent Ferraris, they were rented. Robbie Williams' castle home, it belonged to someone else. MTV Cribs wasn't exactly legit.
And we said that was my house.
Oh, that wasn't your house?
No, it's all lies.
And nothing shows this better than the episode with Ja Rule.
Bro, you know what the fucked up part about this is? They have enough money to actually have these, like, nice-ass houses, bro. I don't understand why it had to be faked. I guess they ain't had that much money to...
He flexed his 5-bedroom mansion on Star Island in Miami, where he talked about living beside other famous celebrities. The house was so...
Oh, hold up! Now that's a famous celebrity you do not want to live next to.
Living beside other famous celebrities.
That is a famous celebrity you don't want to live anywhere close to, bro.
The house was so familiar that Ja Rule named each area, calling his courtyard the Open Paradise, which was patrolled by his guard dog Cookie. It was shown in the intro that the property was a rental, but this was assumed to be on a long-term basis.
Okay. The quality of this fucking video is driving me nuts, bro. Oh my goodness. Is that how bad the cameras were in the 2000s? I swear it wasn't.
Given he knew almost everything about the mansion. However, as it turns out, Ja Rule's house on Cribs was actually a 4-day rental, which was exposed in the most embarrassing way, by lawsuit. Ja Rule paid $46,000 for the 4-day lease.
$46,000 for 4 days? You could have used that to actually go towards a house that is actually that nice, bro. Holy shit. $46,000 for 4 fucking days. 12 bands a day. Bro, they better have strippers in that bitch. What are we talking about?
Mansion's owner, it'd be used as a private home for 8 adults with no video shoots and no loud parties. Well, Ja Rule broke all 3 conditions, shooting his MTV episode whilst having a party with over 600 people.
600? Shit! God damn! 600 is crazy. Oh man, shit. That is... How do you even get that many people to show up?
The walls, furniture and doors were damaged, the driveway somehow cracked, while condoms and syringes were left throughout the house. As a result, Ja Rule and MTV were sued for $1 million, but at least it looked like a house that Ja Rule would live in, as the Yin Yang Twins' crib was laughably out of character. The Atlanta gangster rapping duo opened the door revealing the most suburban house, filled with fish tanks, sailing boats and sea-related artwork.
Okay.
We waving like the sea. We decorated this ourselves now.
That mansion was definitely decorated by some old white people, not the Yin Yang Twins.
This is clearly just a random old white guy's house that likes to fish and likes boats.
They'd even argue over where they bought appliances and had to improvise names for each of the fish. You can tell the Yin Yang Twins have never been in that house. Bro,
why even use a house like that for your Cribs thing? Like, if you're gonna do it, at least go all out, bro. That's a house that if you rapping, you actually making money that you could probably afford. Like, you could actually do a real one.
It seemed they at least owned the vehicles at the end, as the cars displayed by Bow Wow were rented for the show. He was just 18 years old during his first Cribs appearance, but despite having starred in some high-profile movies, it seemed unrealistic that he could afford a 6-bedroom mansion and a fleet of luxury cars.
Damn.
With his name airbrushed above his bed, it seemed as though
and that Hummer, that motherfucking Hummer used to go fucking platinum back in the early 2000s, bro. This used to be the motherfucking shit. Come on now, put some respect on the Hummer, bro. Fuck out of here. I see they making a comeback too.
Of luxury cars. With his name airbrushed above his bed, it seemed as though Bow Wow at least owned the house, although the luxury vehicles were a little more suspicious, because 2 years later he'd go on the show again, during which a viewer made an observation. We had MTV Cribs running in the background, and watched 21-year-old Bow Wow show off his bachelor pad in Miami.
Is that my motherfucking fan? Why is it going off mid-street? Motherfucker. Sorry, y'all. Hold up. Alright, sorry, y'all. My bad. Just moved 2 weeks ago. Still getting used to everything.
along with his pimped out Bentley, Lamborghini, and Cadillac Escalade. But then we noticed the word Prestige at the bottom of all three cars, and decided to Google Prestige Rental Cars Miami, and what do you know, there it was. Prestige was the name of the company that Bow Wow rented the cars from, which was likely encouraged by the show, as Birdman also used the service during his appearance. Regardless, people clowned on Bow Wow, stating, ha ha ha, I wonder if he rented the condo too, which by looking at his life was also highly likely. For example, he'd post his Instagram, writing, take the drop top to the night spot, keep the California in California, we went hard tonight Grammy weekend, which was then reposted by a car rental company who accidentally exposed our good friend Bow Wow pulling up to the Grammys with our Ferrari California. 1 year later.
Yeah, bro. Hey, but at least he actually owned the house. That means, you know what that means? That means his priorities are straight. He went and got a house. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you lie about the cars and actually own a home, something that's going to have equity, something that's going to, you know what I'm saying, benefit you more, that's going to appreciate in value than spending money on all those cars. So shout out Bow Wow, because he was young too. He was hella young, so that was a good choice.
It was exposed for flexing a rented Hollywood mansion, but the worst example was in 2017 when he'd post this to his Instagram. He showed the private jet he was taking to his concert, yet the very same day this Snapchat went viral. So this guy Lil Bow Wow is on my flight to NY, but on Instagram he posted a picture of a private jet caption traveling to NY today, shaking my head. Turns out Bow Wow's picture of his private jet had been taken from a limo company's website, prompting people to dig even deeper, discovering he'd done this on more than one occasion.
Yeah, he just be lying for no fucking reason. That's the funniest shit. I mean, like I said before about the car shit, at least he's financially responsible. You know what I'm saying? If you can travel on a plane, why get a private jet? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you ain't gotta lie about it, twin. You ain't gotta lie about it. That's crazy.
It seems his MTV Cribs episode led to years and years of faking luxury, but as mentioned in Bow Wow's expose, 50 Cent had done a similar thing. 50 Cent's episode was the definition of excess. He showed his 19-bedroom, 35 bath...
19 bedrooms? 35 bathrooms? Yeah, that's not his, bro. 17 acres of land. 19 bedrooms. The fuck you need 19 bedrooms for? Yeah. Nah, this is definitely fake. At the time, 50 Cent wouldn't have been able to afford this anyways. And yeah, I think maybe now 50 Cent would probably be closer to being able to afford that. But like back then, when he was still popping off before all the business ventures, that would have just, I don't know about that.
Bathroom mansion, which included a squash court, movie theater, recording studio, and its very own nightclub. Equally impressive was his car collection, which included 4 different rare collectible Ferraris, leading him to state,
I know you ain't see these before when you was watching Cribs because everybody ain't got these.
Yet it seems 50 Cent didn't have them either. Each Ferrari had little numbers on their windshields, leading to a forum post reading, if you notice the small white numbers in the top left-hand corner of the windshields on the F50 and Enzo, those are the numbers of the cars that were in the Hartford Concorso parade, which was confirmed when the user posted these photos.
Damn.
Another forum member added, it's pretty obvious that they aren't his, because it's a known fact that there's only one yellow Enzo in CT, which was owned by a pretty well-known hedge fund manager.
Yo, even back in 2007, bro, the internet detectives were on their shit, bro. They were on their shit. Even when the internet was fucking new, their social media detectives be on their shit.
Well, someone else then officially confirmed. The Ferraris are unfortunately not 50 Cent's. He invited my friend over to his house for this, and my friend let him use his cars for the episode, and they were filming some music videos that day as well. The Enzo F50 and 599 all belonged to one owner. When 50 Cent later filed for bankruptcy, he'd admit the cars were rented.
Well, no
he'd instead
shit.
pay off debts by selling his mansion, therefore joining the likes of JoJo, who admitted to doing MTV Cribs Cribs, while she was actually homeless. JoJo showed MTV through her Cape Cod vacation home, where she supposedly loved spending her summers. It was therefore a little weird that she'd invite her extended family, but she'd reveal the reason for this exactly 10 years later. JoJo was asked about the episode in a Huffington Post interview, to which she'd respond it was so ridiculous. The thing is, we didn't have a home at that point. My mum and I were living out of suitcases and were mostly in hotels. So that was actually my uncle's house on the Cape. That wasn't my house, that wasn't my stuff. I should have balled hard and been like, welcome to my crib, look at how luxurious it is, and I should have rented out a place. But no, I just used my uncle's crib. JoJo further clarified.
Yeah. So we went to the Cape, which I've never been to the Cape. I never go to the Cape, and we said that was my house.
Oh, that wasn't your house?
No, that wasn't my house.
That wasn't even no baller shit either, bro. That ass just lied for no reason. This is another instance of lying for no reason.
That I had, it's all lies.
Should also answer the question,
why even bother doing the episode?
That's what I'm saying.
For the exposure. Okay.
But no episode was faker than the one by Robbie Williams. He showed MTV his massive British castle, talking about the spots where he'd been snapped by paparazzi. He then shows his group of friends before making a joke.
I don't really know these people, but what I do is I actually phone Rent-A-Friend.
But apparently he'd also phoned Rent-A-Castle. You see, the building was so big that people recognized it as the famous St. Catherine's Court, which was owned by someone else completely, Jane Seymour. She had no idea that Robbie ever went there, or that he'd hired a fake butler to help out with the shoot. It wouldn't be until 17 years later that Robbie finally admitted, we didn't let Jane know that I was gonna pretend it was my house. And because I was 23 and full of spunk, I didn't even consider other people's thoughts or feelings. So I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to Jane Seymour, but it might not have even been Robbie Williams' fault. Because Redman explained in a DJ Vlad interview that MTV tried to get him to rent a house for Cribs.
They wanted me to rent a house, so I can open the big double doors and shit yo, look at my shit,
With MTV trying to choose the home themselves.
The first thing they said was, all right, we got a couple of houses picked out for you. Wow. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, Redman simply refused.
And I said, you know what, no, I don't want to rent a house. I want y'all to come to my house.
Accidentally making the show's most relatable episode. He brought MTV Cribs to his 2-bedroom apartment.
See, you know what?
Where he
I fuck with that shit, bro. I fuck with that shit, bro. I actually fuck with that shit. He's ironing on the floor. That's some shit, bro. That's some real shit, bro. Look at the motherfucking TV. Yeah, come on, bro.
His shirts on the floor and flexed his frozen fish fillets. Redman's recording studio was just a messy bedroom, whilst the rest of his house was in such disarray you could barely notice his cousin sleeping on the ground. He concludes the episode stating, next time y'all need to find me, just rub these 2 wires for the doorbell.
Don't worry about the screen too, it's still good.
The realest episode of MTV Cribs.
Hey, yeah, that's funny as hell, bro. Hey, appreciate y'all for watching. Comment down below what you want me to react to next, and we out of here. Oh, and subscribe, by the way. Please do that. Please.